Hey there, how we doing? My name is Sherilyn, and I am here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to actually end up being like a 3-day reading, but anyways, it's for October 14th, which is Tuesday, through October 16th, which is Thursday. Sorry it's late. I had doctor's appointments and the likes, and I couldn't get to it, but I'm here now, so we're going to get this done, okay? This one right here is going to be for Cancer, so let's see. For my Cancerians. All right, we got Cancer. Okay, there we go. What you got? Okay, Cancer, what you doing today? Let's see. We're opening with the Strength card. Okay, let's move that. Followed by the King of Wands. Okay, and then we have the Six of Pentacles in the challenge position. So this is your backstory going into this reading. So we're going to build from here. This is already in your recent past, so this has already happened. We can't really change it. It's whatever it is. It is, right? In the recent past, it looks like there was... What are we doing? So it looks like you're presenting in the recent past as the King of Wands. Male or female makes no difference. It's an energy, but it does appear that you are presenting clearly in your masculine, okay? You're very charismatic. You're a natural-born leader. You're very adventuresome. You're not necessarily coming through, Cancer, as somebody who wanted to be tied down or restricted, okay? You're somebody who is looking for a sense of freedom, it would appear, okay? On one side, I have the Strength, and on the other, I have the Six of Pentacles. The Strength card is here because I think that you felt very strong here in the recent past for this backstory. I feel like it was almost a false sense of bravado, almost. You know what I'm saying? You were almost overly confident or too sure of yourself is what it looks like here. Okay, the challenge being the Six of Pentacles would tell me that you were having a very, very hard time managing to stay focused on just one thing, okay? In anything in your life. Everything in your life, as soon as something challenging or new came by, you wanted to chase that, be it people, jobs, hobbies, whatever, okay? So staying focused in one direction or something was very difficult for you in the recent past. Okay, so that's the backstory. Where are we at currently? Now I have the Queen of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Cups is the challenge. So you have a divine counterpart here, it would appear, with the Queen of Wands. Now the King and Queen of Wands notoriously are not the white picket fence kind of happily ever after couple. Okay, that's not really what you get with the King and Queen of Wands normally. They are on again, off again, twin flamey kind of situation is how I see them anyways. So currently you have a divine counterpart that things seem to be quite rocky with, I guess you could say. On and off is how it feels. Okay, so the next card over is the Four of Swords. So there's a need for healing here. Probably for both of you, I guess. And the challenge here is that somebody is walking away or has walked away. This is actually the current, so I'm saying right now it looks as though somebody is preparing to walk away or has just walked away from the situation. Not because they have lost emotion for the situation. Okay, both people involved in this are very much so still filled with a sense of emotion. This has to do with the fact that they have come to the conclusion that this is no longer in alignment with them, okay? Or no longer for their greater good or something. All right, where are we going from there? What do we got in the near future? I've got the Two of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Hierophant. Well, it looks like what we have in the near future is a lot of confusion. This is really a back and forth situation, it feels like. Runs very hot and cold, huh? Six of Wands. There's definitely a lot of other people involved in this situation. By that, I mean a lot of other people seem to have influence over the people involved, and it seems like it's both of you. There also seems to be, and they all have an opinion or something. So they have influence, that's what it is. So the two people involved in this relationship have a lot of outside influences that seem to have a great deal of effect on them, control over them in some ways. The challenge here is that somewhere at your core and at this person's core as well, you two both feel that you have a higher level of commitment to each other. All right, what's on the bottom? Sorry, what do we got here? The Knight of Wands, the Star card, and the Ten of Wands. The Knight of Wands would speak of, you know, passion. There's no shortage of passion between the two of you, it doesn't look like. The Star card, you know, there's still a ton of hope and faith here, too. There's a lot of optimism that this is going to manage to come together or back together. It looks like probably back together. And the Ten of Wands is a very heavy burden, I think, that everybody involved is carrying. But, what else you got? I got the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Magician. It feels like when one person manifests the other one into their life, it feels like the two of you have a very hard time being on the same page at the same time. So one person, it's like a runner-chaser dynamic, I guess. Because when one person's on board, the other one's not. And then vice versa. And I feel like it does go back and forth, but it's just very back and forth is what it is. Whenever one's in, the other one's out. And then, you know, the other person goes to go out and the other person comes in. It's just a very, it's pretty toxic, to be honest with you. But anyways, the Eight of Swords would say that both of you stay in your mind about it. It's never ending, trying to find a solution and running in circles in your head. The Queen of Cups, I think both of you have this issue. You both try to excuse each other's bad behavior as well as your own. So let me get three more and then I'll do the days of the week. I have Justice, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Emperor. There's a lot of ego at play here, and it's two-sided. It's not just you, it's not just them. Both of you have a lot of ego at play. There's a lot of stagnancy here. I don't know what's causing the stagnancy. There's some sort of a block in any kind of forward motion right now, so everything just seems very stuck. But with the Emperor here, both of you think you're right. Okay, you both genuinely believe that you're right. But statistically speaking, that's not physically possible for both of you to always be right, right? It doesn't work like that. So on the other side, I have Justice, which means, you know, the scales need to be balanced out, but there needs to be more compromise and better communication and less communication with the people that have influence, it looks like. That's what I see anyways. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, for Tuesday, I have the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So whoever is in the feminine role here is coming through ice cold right now. Just ice cold about something. With the Ace of Wands, it's like, there's a lot of almost bitterness here in this situation right there. The feminine is bitter. Tuesday, I have the Page of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. This is you actually stepping into your independence and looking at it like it's an adventure. You're not necessarily unhappy in this new adventure that you have set up for yourself in this independence. So, Thursday, you have the Three of Cups and the Page of Swords. This is you trying to gain clarity about what's going on here. But we already have two pages out here. Do I just have the two or do I have three? I have two pages out right now. Those are both also speaking to like immaturity and unrealistic expectation here, okay? In this one, though, you're looking for clarity, but you're asking all the wrong people and looking in all the wrong directions to get it. The people you're asking clarity from are going to lead you in the wrong direction on purpose because they're not with this union, is what I see. If you two are going to have any chance at making this a go, the two of you are going to have to learn how to stand on your own and answer to nobody except for each other, is what I see in these cards. Okay? But that is just what I see. All right, there you go, Cancer. I hope this somehow helps. Okay, oh, there's my clicker. Here we go. Click, click.